Okay, so starting out doing a little, I guess, intro kind of guitar video to try to get a little bit understanding of how to get into guitar or learn it. I started learning when I was about in junior high, and ever since then I just kept playing. A lot of times you'll have a guitar sitting around your house, aunt, uncle, family member, you'll see a guitar in the corner, just a lot of dust everywhere, and you'll see, dust building up, and you don't want that. That's just bad, no dust on the guitars, please. When you go to a guitar store just to get things purchased, a lot of times they got this new thing, a snark. I like this one. It's different than other tuners because some tuners are a little box, and you can use those. They're real good, but this one actually clips onto your guitar, and it's got a little on and off button. If you'll see on there, turns it on, and you'll tune it. Like to keep your guitars in tune. A lot of times people won't play the guitar because their guitar is not tuned, and that's usually the thing that just kind of frustrates people when they're like, I play it and it doesn't sound anything like what it should sound like, and of course it won't because your guitar's not in tune. So we'll start from the top string. A lot of times you can look on the internet to get like the string, different tunings. There's more than one tuning for the guitar, so that's a little bit different than using standard tuning. There's D tuning, drop, a whole step down, half a step. A lot of more heavier songs or metal songs will play a little bit a whole step down. Standard tuning starts with your E, and the little, I guess the RPM thing will tell you if it's in the green. If it's in the green, it means it's in tune for the snark. Different tuners will do different things, and so you go to the next string. That's your A, and we'll go to the next string, D, and if it's ever not in tune, then you just kind of turn it until it gets there. When it's really out of tune, I guess it's kind of tricky to get to the correct tuning. Sometimes it'd be good to ask somebody or look online. It is going to happen a few times when you're first learning that you're going to bust a string. And that will happen because over tuning and not knowing how far to go. But it will happen rarely, and sometimes if the strings are old, then they will bust. So your D, next string, G, B, and E. So now you're in tune. So your dusty guitar is now new again. There's a lot of videos on the internet, but I guess I'm just trying to do this for friends and family that know me, and if they do have any questions or if anything about an instrument, about the guitar, maybe we could help each other, motivate each other. I'm just doing this for my family, for my friends, just in case they need to know a little bit more about the guitar. And some people feel intimidated by an instrument, saying, I could never play this, and then next thing you know, it just takes a few little notes. My daughter, tell her it's not so bad, and then she's like, well, she wants to learn, so I show her some songs. And Metallica's a really good band, even though they're heavy for some people, but like a lot of times you can just you can just do the Metallica. Just like that. Not really, that's just coming from a tuned guitar, just open strings. A little bit more comfortable, and you notice I'm not using a pick, and a lot of people, there's a lot of questions usually you'll have as you go, and the intro of this song is I usually don't use a pick. I don't even know if they use one, and how they really play it, if they use a pick starting out. You could probably sneak a pick under your thumb and do it like this, whichever. You can have it, one of those little pick thingies. There's a lot of little things that knickknacks make it playing easier, but and then you got Metallica's song right there, and then just kind of learning that. just a little practice, just some time out the day, stepping away from the television set or the video games, just to kind of learn, you know, the song. It'll take a lot of repetition. It's called practice, and it doesn't happen overnight unless you're just like one of those really good people that just pick up an instrument and just know how to play. A lot of our other songs that me and Gerardo will play on our guitar, we use a lot of capo with our songs, and this will change your tuning. And this is another thing you'll probably see in the story. You're like, what is that? And I guess it's just something I wanted to show because a lot of songs use this. And so when you put this on there, it'll change your sound. And usually, you have to get it just right. A lot of little knickknacks, right? And so now you got a different sound. So you got this. It gives you a little bit different sound. I guess you can keep scooting it up and get different sounds with it, and just. So it's called a capo. If you go and do your Christmas shopping or whatever for the holidays, this will help. It gives you a little bit something else to play with. A lot of things online to look up. You can look up to tablature if you're not into like looking into music, the music notes, even though that does help to learn. Guitar magazines. There's a lot of guitar magazines out there now, and once you start learning how to read tablature, it'll pretty much kind of break it down where to put your finger, what note to pick, and then you'll just play a song. A lot of songs that I had learned originally when I was growing up. Mainly I learned my chords first, but then it went to tablature. So you learn, your G. It depends on how you do it. Some people, you'll see it like this, or you'll see it like this, and you just flip. Depends on what you're trying to do, right? Try and go to C. And so, usually it depends on how you want to get from one place to another. And after a while, you'll see, little patterns and stuff, That's about most of it as far as like learning tunings. I wish there was a website I had up, but there's no website for now. But it's just kind of a rough in and out of what you could do to try to go towards learning the guitar. I'll try to set up another video or something later on and see how that goes. And if they're more interested in it, maybe I'll just keep doing little knick-knack videos, because sometimes somebody will have a different technique. Like I was telling my daughter the other day, the left hand on the guitar is just as important as the right hand. You can play a song and still get a different sound. So these are different chords, right? So you got. And then you got other ways you can do. You can do the pick. Just and all it is just a little difference in this hand doing a different technique. And you got palm muting, and then you got the open. So. I guess it's about what I got for tonight. Maybe later on I can start doing some a little bit more different examples of just kind of starting out and just doing riffs. You know, you got your standard. Maybe later on I can start going into more in depth of little things that I know to kind of keep, you know, try to get a little inspired, just using, you know, simple notes, simple riffs. And that's all I got. Thanks.